Sheila, and Greer, Elkins.
And Sheila, what do you recall from 1967 and the Silver Bridge disaster?
Okay. I was working in Huntington, and when I heard that, I was just couldn't believe it. I mean, I was just shocked. And I just wanted to come back to help the people, but I couldn't because I was working. And I was just thinking about all of them back here. I just, pray for them.
And were you related to anybody, or?
My classmates, I remember a lot of them that I recognized, the Bias, the Clarks. And then when I found out Carol Harris's husband, I didn't know him personally, but I knew Carol and him. And so it was just many of them, some of them they found, some of them they didn't. Charlene Clark said that she was up on the bridge and she was pregnant with 2 twins. She passed away. And my sister Carla Miller, Jim Miller's brother, was on the bridge. I didn't know that till just maybe a couple years ago when I read it in the book. And it was Jim Miller's brother, and his wife was still living. And they did come at the meeting when he was talking about the disaster, because they didn't know what was going on. Just passing the word on to them Gallipolis, and they bought a book about it too. Because I said, well, his name was Dean Miller or something like that, up there. And so let them get involved too about it. So.
Okay. Were you driving back and forth to Huntington?
I wasn't driving back and forth. At the time, they had buses you can go to and from, but I had to stay in Huntington right now. But I did call my family, make sure everybody was okay on both sides of the river, the boat.
Yeah.
And but anywhere I go there, I always, pray for them and see if they need anything or everything. So it's just heartbreaking, but things happen. But just I just get the chills on me, and I always pray for the river and pray for. I know they're in good hands or wherever they're at up there, so it makes it hard.
Were you uncomfortable about crossing over that bridge?
Before it happened, I didn't. But it took a while for me to kind of hold back. But then so I just, because this summer I walked over the bridge from the little house and all the way to Henderson, then walked back by myself. So I just kind of be brave enough, whatever on that part. But I'm not afraid to go over, because when our time comes, you got to be ready. But we never know when and things happen, disasters. We got to be ready. It's hardship, but you got to be ready. And so, but my sister and brother-in-law appreciate me telling them about what's happened, and me too, because still up there. But I do not bring anything about Carol Harris's family, because it's hard. It's hard on them. But but I appreciate the book and the pictures, and we've learned so much more about our family history and about what's happened in disaster. And also, it's been on TV about this disaster, and Martha News to talk about their books. And we have another book coming up real soon, and somebody else is helping them with it. And and then one book I gave to my older brother Bobby and Donna. I didn't have it, and then so it's just some people are more scared to go over the bridge or anything to happen. So.
Did you sense a significant change in the community after the disaster? I've sensed it, because you try to say something, you don't know what to say or how to do, because their friends, the families, and the grandkids, whatever has happened. Some played ball, some of them, there was Mrs. Wedge, I believe they were well known here in town, and the sheriff. There's so many people that we know in the past, and so it's hard to hold back. You need to talk it out, but you don't know how they feel. Yeah.
And just many of them we cared about before, when we knew them here in Mason County.
Yeah.
And so many of us trying to remember, their names and everything. So.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you want to share?
Well, I just keep saying it for every time I go by the Silver Bridge or by the bricks or the river, and I know God is watching over all of us and wherever they're at, and everything. So the spirits, whatever they have up there, because they're always in our hearts. It's like 9/11 or whatever things happens out there. We just never try to be. We have to watch our backs. We have to watch how things going, just like the gun law, things like that. We just have to kind of Be careful. Just many things is going on, thieves and cons and all that stuff up there. So, because I'm 67 years old, so I'm trying to learn a lot each and every day. I have in the workforce so many years, so we're trying to learn a lot out there. So, but I'm glad I came back to my hometown, give something to my community, and if anything happens or anybody needs anything, food, clothing, whatever they need, they're welcome, whatever they have. I'm not rich, we're not poor, we're just trying to help each other. That's what God wants us to do, help each other in times of hardship, needs, whatever.
Okay.
Some people don't do that, but we'll try. We're trying to teach the young kids, say thank you or help each other. So
Be of service.
sell for guns, sell for drugs, sell for whatever it's out there, bringing in. So
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
thank you.